you are getting some disturbance from my side, you can ask me. Yeah? I will mute myself.
So still I'm getting that. Okay, fine.
Because today I'm sitting in open area.
Oh, okay.
My house is doing some construction.
Okay,
Construction going on.
okay, sir. No problem with that. Sir, is it just a second? Is it visible?
Yes, yes, visible.
Sir, any doubt so far?
Yeah, no, no. Yesterday I have tried what are all things you have taught me. Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
fine, sir.
I'm
Now,
okay with that.
okay. So today we will going to discuss about 3D. Okay. I'm directly entering into 3D so that the rest of the icons will be discussed in 3D atmosphere itself.
3D only.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm resetting the model. If at all this is the 2D model, I want to convert it into 3D.
Mhm.
Then there is this option, open 2D to 3D.
Okay.
So I need to click this one.
Understood.
So just a second.
So recording, no?
Yes, sir. It's sir.
So probably when you will be sending me, sir, at the end of the training or what?
Tomorrow at the end
Tomorrow.
of the day, or in the starting hours of Monday.
Okay, whenever it is.
Yes, sir.
Please share.
Yes. So this is what exactly 3D will look like. 3D representation. See, if I click this open 2D and 3D, this is the interface which is converting from 2D to 3D and 3D to 2D. If I click 2D, then this is what exactly the layout will be. The layout which we have defined, which we have designed, it is this one.
Correct.
Now, if at all I want to convert this into 3D, 3D, then I need to click on this one. Then my 2D drawing is converted into 3D layout, 3D layout like this.
Okay.
Okay. Now I am saving this model. I am closing this and I'm starting a new model. New model. Here there is an option 2D and 3D.
Mhm.
Now I have worked with 2D.
Correct.
So here I am starting with 3D application. So for this I am going to press 3D.
Directly we are entering into 3D
Yes,
environment.
directly we are entering into 3D environment. So this is the 3D environment. In 2D we will be having dots, whereas in
Correct.
3D we will be having these blocks.
Correct.
Both are same. Now this is a 3D environment where it will be having XYZ. Now I want to I want to convert this into 2D plane. For this, there is no need of entering into 2D this one. Directly you need to press P. So which means planar view.
Can you please repeat? Which one I need to press?
I will show you. So this is actually the 3D representation. If at all
Okay.
I want to start a model here, it is difficult for me to place exactly at my desired location. So
Correct.
for that, we need to convert our 3D drawing into planar view. So which
Okay.
means a
Planar.
2D view, planes, XY plane or
Okay.
YZ planes, like we will be converting into XY plane. For
Understood.
that, I need to press letter P in keyboard.
Okay.
So it
Directed P. Huh?
direct P. So if I click this P, then automatically it will be in planar view in this
Okay.
XY view.
Okay.
Okay. Now here in 3D there will be having zoom in, zoom out by using this scroll wheel.
Scroll. Okay.
Yes. And I can move this by holding right mouse button as well as scroll wheel, and I can drag it.
But today we can't do it, no?
Yes,
Like this.
in 2D it is not possible, but in 3D it is
Correct.
possible.
Okay.
Okay. So for moving this, for pan application, we need to press right mouse button as well as scroll wheel, both.
Okay.
Then it will be like this. Again, zoom in, zoom out. Okay, fine. Next, same thing. Source, I'm placing source here. In 3D, the source will look like this.
Okay.
Mission, another mission, and a drain. Same thing, connector. If I use connector, yeah, I have prepared the model in planar view. Now I want to exit from the planar view. For this, same, I need to press P. So again it will be entering into 3D atmosphere. So this is what exactly the 3D atmosphere. Clear, sir?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now here I haven't given any names for this one.
Correct.
In 2D, what will be happening? In 2D, we will be having names here, direct labels here. But in
Correct.
3D, if at all I want to give some notations or names or labels,
Mhm.
then for that I need to right click on this one, and there will be edit 3D properties option.
Edit 3D property. Yeah.
Yes, edit 3D properties.
Okay.
I need to select this edit 3D properties. Once I press this one, so there will be a pop-up. In that, the station name
Okay.
is station. Here, I am placing it MC, mission 1. I have given this one, apply, OK. Still it is not visible, which
Mhm.
means I have mentioned the name, but I haven't displayed it yet. For that,
Correct.
right click, edit 3D properties, and there is last option, captions.
Captions. Huh?
Yes,
Okay.
in that caption, I need to enable this one. There is an option here, name or
What is that?
label.
Oh,
Name or label. I need to enable this
okay.
one.
Okay.
If I enable this one, automatically the name will visible here.
Correct. Correct.
And this representation also, I can change this direction also. Here this is -1. Now if I give 0, so it will be like this. So if I give
Okay.
positive 1, so it will be like this. Based upon the movement, based upon the mission characteristics, I can change the label also. I can drag the label, I can make the label move at any direction. Okay, fine.
Correct. Correct.
Now this is MC1. Same with this one also. Right click, edit 3D properties. Here I'm giving MC2, MC2, mission 2. Once it was done, I need to go to caption. I need to enable this one. Then it was enabled. Apply. If at all I want to change this, I want to press 1. So it will be initialized. Same with the source also. Similar, whatever the components we are using, if at all we want to label it and showcase that one, then this is the option, this is the method. So we need to right click and enter into edit 3D properties. In that I need to mention the space, I mean the name. If at all I want to modify, I can modify, otherwise I need to use this one. And in the captions I need to go and I need to enable that one. So this was enabled. This is the basic 3D, basic I mean label showcasing.
Okay.
Once it was done, same, the rest is same. I need to double click this one and reset the simulation and starting the simulation. Here it is common. The part movement will be visible like this. Whereas I am done with this one. Now I want to use a conveyor. Yes, I want to use a conveyor. Again, if at all I want to draw anything, then first thing is I need to press P. So converting our drawing 3D drawing into 2D drawing. So this is a just a representation in a planar view. Now I want to use this conveyor. So first from this to this, one conveyor is done. Now I want second conveyor. For the same, I need to press this conveyor, and this is my first object, the mission. And after that, whether I want a straight one or a curved one, here I want a curvature. So for that I will be extending it.
Control.
Just a second, sir. This will be pressing and I will be extending it, then I will be pressing control, then again control, and I am releasing it, this one. Once it was done, I will be placing this again here. Then these, they aren't connected, so for that I need to connect these two manually. If it is not
So
connected
instead of
now,
this connector,
yes.
can we directly add a conveyor?
Yes, sir, we can add, but
Like
sometimes what will be
what is
happen, there will
what is the
be a
main difference?
misplace of connection, that's it. If
Okay,
it is a
instead of connection will be misplaced.
yes, sometimes it's misplaced. If it is misplaced, it won't be even visible also. If I am
Correct.
placing like this, it is not even visible.
Correct.
That
Correct.
is why if it is not placed, then we need to do it manually like this. If it is manually
Okay.
connected, it will be shown like this. If there is a connection exist, then it will be throwing me an error. Already there is a connection which is existing. So I
So
can do it.
basically, over the connector, we can't put this one, no?
Yes. Yes,
Conveyor.
yes,
Huh?
yes. So once it was done, again I will be entering into planar view. So this is what exactly look like in 3D representation conveyor.
Okay.
If I run the simulation, same. it was equally distributed. One part will be entering into this, one part will be entering into this one. Again, another part will be entering into this conveyor, and this will be conveyor like this. Okay, I am resetting this one. In 3D itself I want to modify, I want to increase the length. For that, so I need to enter into planar view. So I need to press P, sorry, not press P, just a second. P in planar view, I need to press this icon, and I need to click M, which means modification. If I need click M, then manipulators, this end effectors, manipulators will be opened.
If you press M, the
Yes,
manipulator will be
yes,
open.
there is
That
an
editor
error. Yes, editor. In 2D, we will be having a node. In 3D, we will be having this arrow.
arrow. Okay.
Okay, so we need to click that arrow and we need to drag. So wherever you want, you can drag and drop. It was
So
done.
what is the option? Next option that if we don't remember M, what is the direct? Do we have any direct?
No, sir. Actually, we need to press that M only. Here there will be one option, but it is manipulators. Here you can go and you can do these manipulators.
Manipulator.
In edit section, you need to click M. Every icon will be opened. Edit for every icons will be enabled. Again, it will be a confused, so that we won't press this one. Whenever we need anything, so for that
Just
icon we need to press, and we need to press M.
M.
So it will
Okay.
be enabled. If the same, if I want to increase the length of this conveyor, I need to press this one, and I need to press manipulator. Now there are arrows. Like all the nodes will be enabled. From this joint, I can increase. From this joint, I can increase or decrease this angle. Like this, I can manipulate.
Along with them, we need to press any control button or
No,
directly
no,
we
no,
can
directly,
press.
directly. We can click this one and we can drag. That is the one of the feasibility in 3D. There is no need of
Okay.
pressing 2D. Once we are done with the manipulations, see there are arrows here still, which means it is still in editing mode only. So we need to disable that one. For doing that, same. Either you need to press directly M, so that everything will be enabled, and again you need to press this one, so everything will be disabled.
M, M, right?
Yes,
M.
double M. So if this was opened, so only this was there. If I want to disable this one, either directly I can click this one and click M. Instead, I can click directly M, so that everything will be selected, and if I press again M again, so everything will be disabled. Okay, once it was done, press P. Again, we will be entering into 3D atmosphere. This is 3D representation. Now, I am done with basic modeling. Now I will be using some sort of robots. uh, I am okay. I'm releasing this one, and I'm using a conveyor directly. Okay, same. I am using another conveyor from this mission. Two different conveyors. Now I want to use a robot for that. So I need to pick the robot and place here. Wherever we want, we can place it here. But there is a circle here, red circle,
Correct.
which
Correct.
means its working envelope is this one only. So we need to place it like this, so that the robot can reach. The robot will reach that one. So or else you can press directly that robot, and by using the cursors, by using the right arrow, left arrow, you can place it exactly wherever you want.
Can we give exact measurement from conveyor end to robot end?
No sir, it
Like
is not
extend.
possible here. No, no, it's not possible.
So, okay.
So by using the circle only we can place it. Okay, once it was done, then say I have defined this one. Now there is an application, which means from this conveyor, in my mind there is an assumption. From this part, my part need to be collected, and this robot will pick that part and it will place somewhere, like placing on this conveyor.
Okay.
So this is my application for which I am using a robot picking the material from this place and placing here. So for this I have completely I'm having all the missions. I'm having mission, I'm having conveyor 1 and conveyor 2. Now I'm having a robot also, but there is no any relationship. I need to define the relationship. That is nothing but connector. So I need to click the connector. Now input from this to this mission. Okay, the material is picked from this robot and it need to place here, which means from this robot there should be a connection from this to this conveyor,
Correct.
from robot and conveyor. Now
So
there are
now
two
you have
directions.
placed the robot, the circle, red circle.
Hmm.
is in between this one two conveyors. No, it should be
Yes.
like that, or we
It should
can
be like
cross.
that only. It should be like that. Why? Because the robot reads, sir. The working
Yeah.
envelope of the robot is this only. Beyond this, the
Okay.
robot cannot move.
Okay. Understood. That it cannot stretch, huh?
Yes.
Let's stretch. Okay.
I will show you that application also. This is one application. Now I am pressing C and V, control paste. Now I am doing this. As you said,
Okay.
control C, control V. If I do the same application
Oh,
and same, I have given two connections,
correct.
input to the robot and from the robot to the conveyor. Now I am running the simulation, resetting, run. The robot will reach, pick the part, and it will place here. Whereas here, the robot is not at all reaching that point, but it is picking from the air, which
Yeah.
is which is not at all correct. That is why we need to follow some set of rules here, sir.
Correct.
This is how the robot application. Same. Now I don't want this also. Okay, I want to distribute this material to two conveyors from this robot to two conveyors. Then robot and second connection. Now the material will be collected from this stage. It will be distributed. If I
Okay.
increase the speed, one part will be given to that, and another part will be coming to this one. Same. It will follow the numbers. If I connect this conveyor as first connection, then it will
Correct.
follow this as a one, and this will follow as two, like that. If it is having one input and two output, then it's a method. We simultaneously we can increase this also. Here I am pressing M, and I am making it to this location, and I will be giving this also as input. Two inputs and two outputs. This is how we are assigning a robot to the industry, sir.
Mm.
Fine, this is one of the basic application of a robot, material handling application, where it is used
Okay.
for picking material from different stations
Correct.
and it will placing to different stations. Okay. Now I can do the same application from a mission also, but it is a precise application, which means instead of these two, I will be deleting this. I will be deleting this one, and I can place a mission directly here. I can place a mission directly here, and I can connect this mission with this one and this mission with this one. If I run the simulation, the robot will pick part and it will place to the mission,
Okay.
which means I can define. But in
Correct.
actual, what will be happen? I need to see lot of constraints. Whether this robot will going to collide with this or not, that can be defined in the robot export software, some other software.
Okay.
But in actually, I can define like that. From this robot, I can give program. I can give input to the mission, and I can collect the output from the mission also by using a robot that can be defined.
Only one it has taken. It's
No, no, no,
blocking
sir.
now.
There is no any output from this mission.
Oh.
That is why it was blocked. If I have connected some drain,
In plant simulation, only up to here we can able to do by using robots. Huh? We
yes,
can't define it.
yes. If at all I want to do special applications like welding application, like some other
Correct.
application, it is not possible. This
You have any idea about robot export?
as of now I don't have any experience, working experience.
Okay.
Okay. Now see, sir, I have defined it. I have increasing the speed. Now it will work. Once it was done, the part will automatically entering into this one. Okay. This is the basic robot modeling.
Uh,
Like I can import, I can collect the material from the conveyor, I can collect the material from mission, I can collect the material from different sources. At the same time, I can distribute it to conveyors, missions, anything that is possible with the help of a robot. Now, this material handling application, I am done with this one, sir. Let me delete these things. There is one more important application: input and an output, single mission and a double mission, parallel mission, and a parallel mission. Control C, Control V. I'm going to connect. I'm going to connect. Connected. Yes, it was connected. Now see, sir. This is a single station,
mhm.
single working station. It is a parallel station where we will be having four working areas.
Four working
Four. Here
areas.
there is only one working area. We will
Correct.
call this as a parallel station or
Okay.
a multi station. If I do this, this machine will be having four capacity, four parts
Mm,
can able to do at a time.
mm,
That is the one of the advantage of these parallel stations. Generally we use this at some special applications, when a mission is having, or when there is a job, what we call fixed production is there, fixed layout is there, where the part
mm,
is fixed and the mission need to go kept over there, and it need to some process need to taken care. At that applications we are going to use these parallel stations where simultaneous work is processing. Or if the same application that need to be performed in a single mission, then I can use this type of things. In one side one chamfer will be done, second side second chamfer will be going to happen, third fourth, like this I can do simultaneous operations in a single mission, and I can run it. This is one of the capability, that is where we are going to use this parallel stations. I mean, based upon the thing, based upon the user, we are going to use this one. Otherwise in generally we are using a single station only, but if the plant is having multi-station or parallel station, then we are going to use this one. And if we double click this one, there will be having a processing time. We can increase or decrease this also. Attributes 2. If I click 3, if I click 3, apply, then it will be having 3 by 3, 9 stations. I can process that also.
Nine station. How?
Yes, I can increase and
Can you
decrease
repeat
this
this?
number, sir. Default it is 2. If I click this one, generally is 2 by 2. So that
Correct.
it is having 4 working areas. On 4
Correct.
working areas, there will be 4 parts. I can change it
Mm,
also. If I change it 3, 3 into 2, 6.
correct.
Now based upon that, there are 6 parts.
But see, there are six parts. Only four workstation sessions. No?
I can
So we
increase
need
this
to double.
also. If I increase
Increase
this
how?
one, so I can go to mission properties, I can go to the mission editing tab, and I can increase
Okay.
that one. I can do the modification of the drawing also. So right click on this one, and I need
Okay.
to add one more thing like this. This will be the advanced topic, sir. I want to, here I am modifying the mission. Mission is default here. Here what I am
Mm,
doing is I am modifying the mission. See, which
mm,
means I am Control C, Control V.
okay.
I am placing three operations here, three things.
Mm.
So each and every operation, each and every mission will do one operation here, according to me. Now 3 year, here 2 year, 5.
So we need to double click on workstations and we need to what we have to do.
Sir, it's not like that. It's a bit lengthy process. Right now I
Okay.
can't tell you. I will explain you when all these things will are done.
Okay. I will be writing
No problem, sir.
these
You can write it.
things at the
Write
end
it
of
down.
it. Huh?
Yes, yes, yes. Apply. See, I have done this one. Complete, close, and here. See, it will be implied here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
So, like I can increase or decrease that one. Time. Time is common here.
Correct.
Each and every station will be having common time. If I give 30 seconds, so each and every station will be having 30, 30, 30 seconds like the time.
Mm.
Like this, I can do this one. I am deleting these two. Okay. Uh, Mission 1, Control C, Control V, Control V. Sir, now I am using a human here. Okay. We have done with this one. We have done with input, output, station, parallel station, and robot was done. And we have done this conveyors, all form of conveyors and converters.
Correct.
There is this store and buffer. Once I have done explaining these things, then I will explain you this buffer as well as sorter. In between that, the buffer will come. Okay. So this is what exactly the model is. If I run the simulation, basically I want to run the simulation for 2 hours. Apply. Okay, I have simulated it, I have run it. I am increasing the speed. 2 hours was done. Now I want to check how many parts I have prepared. For that I need to enter into statistics, and it was total 717 parts. When it was 717 parts, when the processing time of each and every machine is same, which means this is having 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Now I want to change it. I want to change it to 60 seconds first mission, and I want to change it to some 80 seconds. Now I want to change it to 45 seconds. I have defined three different conditions here. Now, if I do the reset the simulation, if I increase this one, 2 hours was done. Now I can check it by in the statistics here. Only 88 parts are produced because of changing the processing time. Okay. Here I want to check whether how much performance this machine was performed, how much this machine was performed, how much at the same time this machine is having how much blockage weight, all the things. For checking all the things, I need to enter into information flow, resources, not resources, just a sec, user interface. There is this user interface tab. In that, I need to go for charts. So I need to click this chart and I need to paste here. So now chart was there. Now I need to reset the simulation. For these three missions, I need to check the characteristics. How the mission behavior, what will be the mission characteristics? I need to check these three. So I am clicking all these three and dragging and dropping on the chart. Now there are empty charts. Now I want to run the simulation. Now this is what exactly the report is. Here second mission is utilizing perfectly. Why? Because it is having highest time. Whereas first mission is having 1 minute of time and 20 seconds of waitage time. That is why there will be having blockage phase here. Why? Because this is ready to produce a part and this machine is already having a part with it. That is why we will be having a blockage phase here. Now the station 3 is having waiting phase. Why? Because this is having a lesser time when compared to this one. That is why we will be having a lesser time. Okay. Now this is the process. If some plant has given me this condition, they want to maximize all the production, or they want to maintain green only, not this yellow phase. They want to eliminate this blockage. At these conditions, what I need to adopt is, first condition is no any industry is connected with these connectors. So for that I need to use a conveyor. So here I will be using, I am deleting this one, I am deleting this one, and I will be placing a conveyor between station to station, and same a conveyor between station and station. Reset the simulation, I want to run it. Still there is a blockage here.
Correct.
Why? Because of this waiting blocking phase. This machine is already a part and there are so many parts here. And now I want to eliminate it by anyhow. So there are two options. First option is to increase the length of the conveyor. Now uh, Control C, Control V. Reset the simulation. Here I am deleting this conveyor and I have increased the length of the conveyor. No, I am importing another chart. Now there are two charts. This is for first process and this is for second process. If I reset the simulation, sir, I hope you understand the difference.
Understood.
If the length of the conveyor is small, what will be happen? After the capacity, this will impact this mission. If
Correct.
the length of the conveyor is more, what will be happen? This machine is won't stop. Why? Because it is having no any load on it. So it will continuously produce. It will give produce a part and it will give to this conveyor. This conveyor will hold the parts, because of which I will be getting no blockage in this one. This is
Correct. Correct.
acceptable. If this is the condition here, if the I'm having a space, I'm having a larger space, then I can utilize this type of conveyors, increase in size in conveyors. This is first method. And there is one more method. Control C and Control V. And the third method is this one. Here, instead of a conveyor, I will be using, just a second, so let me drop another chart. And one, two, three. This is third chart. Here the third. One, two, and three. Fine. Now I will be using a buffer. There is a buffer here. So if I click a buffer and I will place it here, and I'm going to connect. So in plant simulation, if there is an object, then the object we need to connect it by using an input as well as output. Then only it will be working fine. So there is a buffer. For this buffer, I need to give input and hello. Sir, I hope you have listened this one buffer.
No, 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 no. Before I don't.
Okay, okay, fine. I have saved, copied, and pasted the same process 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 here.
Correct.
Instead here, the conveyor, I have deleted the conveyor and I have imported a chart for these three missions.
Correct.
Here, I am using a buffer. Buffer is this one. Okay, so just after this pick and place robot, after the store, there is a buffer. If I click this buffer, there will be
Okay.
a cavity like this. So I'm going to place it here. Okay, in any for any objects in plant simulation we need input and an exit. So for this also there should be
Correct.
needed an input, and from this I am going to give the output. Now this will called as a buffer. Now I will show you what a buffer is. I will reduce the speed, and I am running it one. This is Bufferizer. It is like a waiting bin, okay, where we are going to collect all our material. Simply it is a bin which is having a
Okay.
capacity. So if I increase this one continuously and I want to check, there is a capacity here. And
It's
if
a
I,
storage device or
yes,
what?
it's a storage device
Storage.
only, but still I am having, see here, still I am having some blockage. Why? Because even this buffer is having a capacity. So to increase or decrease this buffer capacity, I can double click on this one and there is this 8. I
What is
can
that? Eight.
8. 8 is the capacity. So there are eight parts in this buffer. If I zoom it here,
Okay.
then there will be 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Correct.
So I can increase it. Now I am changing it to 30. Apply. Okay. Reset the simulation, running it. Now see, there is a bar here. 30 parts stored here. Max is 30. So that is a buffer is. Generally, if whenever there is a blockage is there, or whenever there is a blockage in this process, either we can use a lengthy conveyor or else we can use a buffer.
Okay. Buffer.
So both are doing the same application. If I am having a space, then what will happen here? This much of conveyor, I increase the length of the conveyor. So that what will be happened? My place utilization was more, and power consumption for this conveyor is more. I need to observe all these things. If there will be no
More.
problem on
Okay.
this power consumption, all these things, then I can use this increased length of conveyor. If it is having a problem, then I can use a buffer here. This buffer is like a storage capacity or a storage bin where all my parts will be saved and it will be collected from the storage to this one. One thing is,
Okay.
we can't place a conveyor between these two stations, I mean between a buffer as well as a conveyor, which means I will be click here. Instead of this one, if I try to place a conveyor
Okay.
between this one to this one, it was connected.
Okay.
If I run this one,
Correct.
it is connected actually. Maybe because of it is modified. Generally, there is no any connection, but because of this update, it was connected, sir. Now we can run it also like this. In generally, what we call is a buffer is like a storage capacity. If we think
Correct.
it practically, from a storage capacity, a part can't be entered into a conveyor. That is why we don't
Conveyor.
give this
Directly it
thing.
will
Yes, it
carry to
won't
machine.
directly, it won't enter into a conveyor like this. This alter is possible. If I am deleting this one and instead of this one, if I place a conveyor like this, it is possible. Why? Because
Both sides.
no, not like this. This one. Why? Because part from this conveyor coming from an height and it will drop here, so that the part will be collected in this bin. Now, if I run this one, it is possible, which means part will be dropped in, it will be collected. Whereas what will be happen now? The part is at downward direction. I
Correct.
mean, it is ground. Now, how it will be collected from the ground to a conveyor which is having some 2 feet or 3 feet of minimum height, standard one, just a basic one. So the height of the conveyor is 2 feet. Without any actual means, the part won't be entered here directly. So we can't give this
But
one.
on the machine, how it will be transferring from machine? Because machine also is in some.
This one, sir, mission. We'll consider this as a jigs and fixers.
Uh,
I hope we'll consider every part is having some
okay.
jig and fixer so that it will be automatically controlled.
Correct. Correct. Holder.
Okay?
One piece holder. Yes.
Yes. Now I will be doing one important thing here. I want to convert this part to this one by using this conveyor only. Then I need to decrease the height of this one.
Okay.
For that,
Okay.
I need to
Height.
click
Height
this
of.
one. I need to press M. Then again, there will be manipulators will be
Plus
opened.
modified.
Yes, modifier or manipulator. Modification I have opened. Now I need to click on this arrow. It was opened. Okay. If I drag here, it will be moving in this direction, but not in upward and downward direction.
Correct.
For that, I need to press Control and upward arrows, upward and downward arrow.
Okay. Press control and upward
Yes,
and
I
downward.
need to hold Control key and I need to use this downward arrow. Now I have made this one. Now I will be
Okay.
now. It is possible now. Now if I run
Hmm.
this one, if I decrease the height, this is possible. Clear, sir? This is how
Hmm.
exactly we are going
Correct.
to increase or decrease the conveyor height in an industry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, same thing. If I want to increase the height or decrease the height of this one, then same thing.
Hmm.
I need to press this conveyor. I need to press
And
M, manipulator or
M.
modification. Then there will be having different nodes. So I need to select which node at which direction I want to increase the height. If at all I want to increase the height at this location, then I need to select this one. Then I need to press control, hold control, and but see, if I increase like this, which is no way in real, which is not at all correct. So
Correct.
I am holding it, I am decreasing this one. So once after attaining some height, maybe after few, then I can click control and select multiple, and I can increase the height, and
At
I
the
can,
same time, the 3 points will be
yes,
changing.
simultaneously it will be high, increased. Then only, I mean, we'll be getting a very, I mean, smooth increase in the height.
Correct.
Otherwise, there will be, what will be happen? A sharp edge will be instantly formed. Now see, at least it is possible. This is how the material will be transferred from one station to another station, or one floor to another floor. We will call this as a overhead conveyors also. Whenever there is a overhead conveyor, then we will try to increase the height by using these icons, by wearing the Z. Once I have done with this Z, then I need to click this one and press N. Done. Clear, sir?
Clear, clear.
Yes. And one more thing in conveyor is, if this is what exactly conveyor will be. Now I don't want this leather conveyor. This is some leather conveyor. I hope it's a leather conveyor. Now I don't want this
Correct.
one. I want some roller
Correct.
conveyor, or I want some different form of conveyor. For that, I need to double click this one. Let me check. No, not double click. I need to right click and edit it 3D properties. In 3D properties, we will be having appearance tab. There is having a second tab. It's called as appearance.
Clear.
Yes, appearance. We
Okay.
need to enter into appearance. In this, there is a belt conveyor option was selected. Now I can change it. There are different form. I will be selecting roller conveyor, and I can press OK. Now there will be a roller conveyor here.
Okay.
Like based upon the application, I can choose. If at all I want to change this one, same. I need to select this one, right click, edit 3D properties,
Like clear
and
properties.
appearance. In that appearance, there is this one.
Appearance, no?
Yes, there is belt conveyor. I can click on roller, then it will be roller. If I select this rail conveyor, then there will be having a conveyor like this. If I select tube conveyor, there is a tube, then it will be like this. Hollow tube will be there.
Uh-huh.
If it is a tube conveyor, then it will be closed like this. If I select suspension, reverse, like based upon the
What is that suspension?
suspension, if there is a part that need to hold from the downward direction, then they will be used. Or if the part that is having a cavity in between and it need to follow that thing, then this type of suspensions will be used in markets. So
Correct.
generally
No.
belt as well as roller will be used. If there is a need of belt, then I can click directly belt, it belt will be there. If I don't want that, then I can click roller conveyor, then roller conveyor will be there. This is how we will change the appearance of the conveyor based upon the user. Fine. Now, this is what exactly the material.
So if we based on the conveyor type,
Hmm.
uh, Mr. Prasad,
Sir, sir.
based on the conveyor type, the time also changes. No? Time.
No, sir. Generally, it won't possible. Why? Because here we are not defining any current anything here. So we are defining as a medium for the material,
Okay.
and all the factors will be default. The for the leather, for the belt conveyor, for the roller conveyor, for every conveyor, the capacity, the speed, everything is default. It is some having some factors, so that won't matter the production rate
Okay.
of production. Okay. Now, so we have done the
Okay.
optimization part.
Suppose if you want to change, so is
Yes.
it possible?
Yes, sir. It is possible here.
Suppose.
There is a conveyor here. I want to increase the speed. Double click this one, and there is a time. There is speed here. One meter per second. Apply. Okay. I can recheck it. Yes, it was 10. If I run the simulation,
because these are the things that the customer will ask
See,
us.
sir, just observe here.
Uh-huh.
I have given 10 meters per second speed here. After
Correct.
1 minute, a part will be, see how speed the material reached. So that is the speed, sir. Even though here also I can give directly 10. I can give 10 here, apply. But in generally, conveyor won't be having that much speed. Even 1 meter per second is also not at
Correct.
all possible. So it will be like a point not one or point one or point two like that. See, this is what exactly so the optimization part. We have started the optimization part, which means whenever there is a blockage or whenever there is a waiting phase in the plant, so in that aspect, we are going to operate it by using conveyor or by using a buffer. By using this conveyor, some sort of blockage will be reduced. At the same time, by using the resources, we can use this buffer also for decreasing the bottleneck, not only bottleneck, blocking phase in the plant. This is one criteria. And second criteria is sorter. Sorter is like buffer and sorter both are same, but in sorter we will be having only one application. That is, generally it is used for this ascending as well as descending, which means first in, first out, or first in, last out. In buffer, what will be happening if I double click this buffer? There will be having a queue, which means the first part will be entered, it will be exited first. So first in, first out. That is queue. Whereas in this sorter, what will be happen? If I select ascend, which means first in, first out. If I select descending, so which means first in, last out. It will be like that.
Oh,
So there is only difference.
okay.
It will follow a condition, it won't follow a condition. So the first part will be entered, the first part it will be exited. Here it is not like that. We can change the criteria. If first part was at the bottom, then we will be collecting the least, I mean last part, the part which is at the top, that can also be collected. That is sorter. So generally sorter won't be used that much. So buffer will be used. Why? Because whenever the part is produced, that the producer first produced part need to be processed first. That is why we will be using this buffer only, and this buffer is having a default capacity called as a first in, first out. Okay.
First,
So
first out.
yes, first in, first
But
out.
in short, we
FIFO,
have both first in, first out, and first in, last out.
last out. FIFO LIFO, sir. Will in simply we'll call this as a first in, first out, last in, first out. FIFO LIFO. There is an abbreviation. Okay, so once I am done with these two, then I will be using a human. Now I am deleting all these things. uh, okay, I'll be using these guys. I'm resetting the simulation. Here I want to add human to this application, which means human will come to this part and you need to do some sort of application. That is what exactly I have defined. That is what exactly I am desired. For that, I need to enter into resources. There is a resource tab. In that I need to enter into resource. If at all I want to use a human in the plant, then there are two things that are mandatory. First one is worker pool.
Worker code.
Yes,
Okay.
I need to select and drop it in the platform. It will be like this.
Hmm.
From this position the workers will come to the place. This is like a room. From this area the workers will enter into the plant. That is why we'll call it as a worker pool. And second one is called as a broker. So broker is nothing but he is the one who is supplying workers to this factory. So this is
Okay.
called a broker and worker pool. These two are the different things if at all we want to use human in our plant. Now after that I need to define this. There is a workplace. We need to define this also. We need to click this workplace and we need to place here. Now these are the three important things if we want to use a worker in the plant. This workplace is nothing but the human will come to this location and he will work. Okay,
Okay.
for that one, so I need to press this one and I need to place here. See sir, if it is in red color, which means it is not assigned. Okay, for this I need to click and drag on this mission. Then see.
Drag to the machine. You need to
Yes,
attach the machine. Okay.
yes. Then there is a white color. This is one
Uh-huh.
form of representation, or else there is one more method also. Directly click on this one and place at the mission directly just beside
Mhm.
this mission. Then automatically it will be placed like this.
Mm.
There is a difference between these two. E is in
Okay.
this direction, E is in the direction of mission. That is what generally happen if we
Correct.
place like this. I can place like this, this is also correct, but what will happen, this human will come to this location and he will be facing this direction and he will work on this mission, which is no way acceptable.
Mm.
That is why, so if at
Mm.
all I want to use a worker, then I will be using this workplace and click on this mission, click just beside the mission, so automatically it will be adjusted. Same with this also, adjusted. Similarly with this. Now here three more things. One, two, and three. Okay, for only missions I have given assigned workers. For this mission, this mission, this mission.
Okay.
Now, total there are 9 workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 workers I have assigned here, workplaces. So I need to define that in
Mm.
work pool. Like
Mhm.
I already told you, work pool is like a place or a room where the workers will be stored. From that pool, I need to grab nine
Mm.
workers. So I need to define that here.
Okay.
So I need to enter into work pool, double click on that one, and there will be a pop-up
Mm.
here, creation table. In that create, I need to enter into creation table.
Okay.
So before entering into that, so
Okay.
we need to click on this one, we need to enable this one. Then
What is
only
that?
after creation table, there is a creation table here. After the creation table, there is an option enable for disable. So I need to enable it,
Mhm.
then only it will be
Okay.
highlighted. Now I need to enter into this one, another tab.
Mm.
Here in this tab, see, it is simply showing amount, how many workers you want. Here it was written 1.
Mhm.
Now I want 9. Directly I press 9. Okay. Okay. Done. So which means I have assigned this by enabling this one, enter into creation table, and here I have given 9 as the total number of figure, and I am clicking OK.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want to run this model. Reset the simulation and run it. Here the model is working, but no any human is coming. Why? Because there is one condition here. So we have assigned the worker here,
Mm.
workplace here, but not the worker. I mean workplace we have assigned, but we need to assign that workplace to this human
Yes, we
or
have defined the worker.
yes. So we have to define that. For that, we need to open into mission characteristics, and here there is an
Mhm. Mm.
importer tab. Importer is for human. So we need to go to importer tab.
Okay.
In that importer we need to, there is a bar here active and there is a enable disable, so we need to enable this one, which means human will come
Okay.
and he will assign the mission, he will operate the mission, then only the mission will operate, otherwise it won't operate,
Okay.
the mission won't run on its own. So if we click activate, which means the human will come and he will start working on this one, then only the part will be processed, otherwise it will be kept live vacant. Okay,
Okay.
see, same second mission, I am clicking it, I am entering into its properties, importer and enable active. I have entered into third mission, importer active the services. Similarly this one, importer active, importer, and I can go to this importer active mission, importer active, same this mission, importer active, importer active, this mission, importer active. Fine, now I have defined everything, now I can minimize it, now I will run. Human reach to that location, Whenever a part enter into second mission, automatically second human will come to its original the position which we have given.
Okay.
Same. So when the part enter into third mission, the third person here, the third person entered.
Mhm.
Third person entered here, and the third person entered here. This is how we are going to assign humans to the parts, sir.
So just we have to represent this brokerage. There is no need to edit anything in that, right?
Yes,
Broker.
we have to define this broker. That's it. There is no need of any. If we click this one, there is nothing is there here for modification. It's just like a representation. If there is a need of broker, then there is a need of. I mean, if there is a need of human, then there is a broker must be needed.
Okay.
Like this. Sir. Clear. Even the my plant is having 100 number of missions. I can assign like this only. I need to assign all the missions. I need to assign the workplace. I need to
First,
assign
I
the
need
work.
to define the number of yeah, people. Then
Yes.
we need to do a importer, no?
Yes.
Reset it.
Sir. Okay. Let me save this model. Save model 3. Model 4. Okay. Simple application. I'm not defining all these things.
Mhm.
There are only two missions, input and output, and there are two missions. For these two missions I need a human to operate it. For that, simple thing, whenever there is a need of human, then three things are mandatory. Just a second, sir. Yes, whenever I want to use a human, three things are mandatory. So first one is, where is this one, work pool, so where the humans will come. Second one is a broker who will supply the human to the industry. Third one is workplace where he will stand and he will operate. So here there are two missions, two workplaces, first workplace and second workplace. Fine. Now how many workers I needed? Two workers. So I need to drag two humans, so that I need to enter into work pool. I need to enable this creation table. So if we won't enable this one, see sir, this won't be possible. The modification won't be possible here. So you can't even change this one number. So
Correct.
you need to enable this one and you need to enable this two. Apply. Okay. Now if I run the simulation, it won't run. Why? Because we have assigned the workplace but not the worker. So to that mission, to that we need to open into mission properties, and in that importer tab we need to go to importer and we need to active the services, human services. Then the human will come and he will operate the mission. So we have defined a condition so that human will come and human only operate the mission, then only the process will work. Now it is working. That's it, sir. Based upon the complexity of the model, the number may increases. If the model is having 50 missions as well as 60 missions, then we can use that many number of humans for application. If at all, there is one more thing here. I don't
Suppose.
want, yes, I don't want two humans here. I want only one human to operate two missions. That is also possible. Here, instead of two, I
Correct.
will be using one. Okay, apply, reset, and run. That's it. He will reach all the location. If there will be having 50 missions, he will reach all the 50 missions and again he will be back to its original position continuously. Clear, sir?
Clear. Clear. Okay.
That's it, sir. Generally, this is one of the important topic, involvement of human in the plant. So you need to practice it completely. So why? Because maybe saying is easier, but when you practice it, then only there will be a lot of things that will be raised. So
Correct.
where to click enable, where to click disable, that is just small things we need to identify. But those will be identified when you do. I mean, when you practice it only. So it will be easier once you have done the practice. So today we have done this station, parallel station, robot, buffer, as well as sorter, and the human. These are the main applications that are involved in the plant simulation. Now, so we have done this part of modeling. Now record based upon the optimization part only. So just I have said there need to be a chart. Just a second. I need to use a chart here, and I can reduce the speed, and I want to run it for 2 hours. So first mission, second mission, drag and drop on this one. Okay. So now there will be a status here. I can reset it. I can run the mission. I can increase. Okay, let me increase the speed, actual speed. So here it is 60 seconds, and here it is some 75 seconds. This is what exactly the utilization is. Based upon this, if at all I want to add, or if at all I want to increase, I can go for the production increase. Different methods. Like an So if this is the process, then this is what exactly we are going to achieve. That's it. Clear, sir?
Okay, understood. Clear.
That's it for today's session, sir. Most of the tools were covered here, basic tools. Then, if the number of missions were increased, so automatically this chart plays a key role. Now there are only two missions, because of which there will be no any blockage as well as waiting. So if there will be having some 10 or 20 missions, then what will happen? Automatically everything will be dependent. I mean, dependent with each other, independent with each other, and they will be having relationship with the previous mission. That will, I mean, make some disturbance to the process. So at that time, if there will be having blockage, then we need to identify what exactly we need to do, whether we need to use a conveyor, or whether we need to increase the space of the conveyor, or we need to decrease the length of the conveyor. Like, we need to identify. That is what exactly plant simulation is, sir. So first thing is, we need to define the layout. We need
So
to
after
create the
this,
layout. Sir? Yes, sir. Tell me.
yeah, after this template, there are some more icons.
After this, sorry, sir, your voice is not audible.
After template,
Huh?
after template,
Yes.
there are some other four
Track.
elements.
So yes, sir,
That,
this is a human modeling.
no,
There is a few more things: advanced modeling, human advanced modeling, or fork advanced modeling. For that, we need to use this track, tool, and track all these things. In tomorrow's session, I will be
no,
explaining you one more there is one more important topic. That topic is called as a AGV,
okay,
automated guided
okay,
vehicle. If I place here, how this automated guided vehicle will plays a key role in the industry, how this will pick and how this will place the objects, that we will be discussing in the tomorrow session. And that's the
okay,
end of the, I mean, basic training, sir. So why? Because these are the essential tools in the plant layout creation. So with this we can create multiple layouts, and based upon the production performances, we can monitor it, we can upgrade it, we can control it, alter it. That is what exactly the plant simulations are.
okay, understood.
Okay, sir. That's it from my side, sir, from
So
today.
basically tomorrow.